Shalom. First and foremost, I want to begin by giving all praise and glories to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushua, Bahasham, Kwakwadash. Double honors to my elders and my apostles, great millstone who rule well. Salutations to you, hopeful elect that is out there pushing and doing this truth with sincerity. And may the blessing of election fall upon your household. All right. Coming back again with another daily edification, exhortation through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushua. And Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. All right. I just want to get into, sex is marriage, all right? Because, there's some camps out there that is, not saying that sex is marriage, all right? Trying to say that, saying that, that they have, ceremonies or whatever, these worldly or Western ideologies of what marriage is, all right? And matter of fact, before I even do get into these precepts, let me get into the Salakia. I got a picture. This is the definition, a definition of what marriage is. All right, before I even get into it. All right, marriage is an intimate personal union to which a man and a woman consent. Salakia, consent, consummated and continuously nourished by sexual intercourse. All right, let me read that again. Marriage is an intimate personal union to which a man and a woman consent, consummated and continuously nourished by sexual intercourse, and perfected in a lifelong partnership of mutual love and commitment. Is also a social institution regulated by the word of Yahweh and by the laws and the customs which a society develops to safeguard its own continuity and welfare. All right, that's the definition of what marriage is. It tells you. All right, it's basically telling you, sexual intercourse. All right, sex is marriage. All right, get back to these right here. So now knowing that, I'm gonna get into these precepts. All right, knowing what the definition of that is. All right, and, further, all throughout the scriptures, you see, all throughout the scriptures, you see whenever it talks about marriage, marriage, it's always sex. Okay, you always have sex. Let me just get straight to it. This is Genesis 24:67. And Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent and took Rebekah, and she became his wife, and he loved her, and Isaac was comforted after his mother's death. Okay, so Isaac, took Rebekah into his mother's tent. All right, he took Rebekah into his mother's tent. All right, and she became his wife. Okay, so if he took her in the tent, what you think they were doing? That's like a common sense thing. They weren't talking because they went in the tent, not married. They came out the tent married. All right, just them two. All right, so Isaac and Rebekah went into the tent and had sex, and came out married. All right, and that's one of the first examples of what marriage is. All right. This is a Genesis, and you can see this all throughout the scriptures. You see this. All right. This is a Genesis 2:24. There shall man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. All right, and you find that also. I think it's Mark the 5th chapter. I may be wrong. It was Mark the 10th chapter, and I was already getting into the the blue letter, the definition of cleave. All right, and it says right here, to glue upon, to glue to join oneself, to closely cleave to, stick to. Okay, and they have more definitions, and if you even do even more research or more definition or more into the word of cleave, I believe there's even says to penetrate. Okay, and basically cleave is meaning to have sex. Once you get deep down into the meaning of that word. All right, and let's see, the Hebrew for it for cleave.
Strong's G 4347. Proskalao.
Proskalao. Proskalao. That's the Hebrew for it. All right. I can get back to it. And yeah, so it's showing you right there, you feel me, that that sex is marriage. And also in Ephesians 5 and 31. All right, so basically from Mark the 10th chapter, Genesis the 2nd chapter, Ephesians the 5th chapter, those are basically reiterating to you, all right, that sex is marriage. All right, this is Ephesians 5 and 31. For this cause shall man leave his father and mother, and shall be joined unto his wife, and they two shall be one flesh. Okay, they two shall be one flesh, meaning they have sex. Okay, and this is it's just showing you, man. It's showing you that sex is marriage, man. And King Solomon, who had many wives, all right, who had 700 wives and 300 concubines, all right. He dealt with 1,000 women. He didn't sit down and went through all those ceremonies. Come on now, King Solomon did not go through all those ceremonies. All right, he was popping these women, okay, and they was becoming his wife off of him, having sex with them. All right. And this is Isaiah 4 and 1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name, to take away our reproach. Okay. All right. And that's showing, also proving, also with this is that, that having multiple wives is lawful. All right, because it's telling in that day, 7 women is gonna be taking hold of one man. All right, 7 women is gonna be coming to one man. All right, proving to you, 1, multiple wives is lawful, and 2, that sex is marriage. It's all throughout the scriptures, man. All throughout the scriptures. All right. So for you camps out there that's, pushing out that false doctrine, telling, the congregation, telling, people that sex isn't marriage, you guys are through, man. All right. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. All right. I want to give all praises and glories to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham, Kwakwadash, Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God, Bahasham meaning in the name of, and Yahweh Shah meaning, Yahweh Shai be the name of the only begotten Son, who the world only calls Jesus. All right. Double honors to my elders and my apostles, the great millstone. Salutations to your hopeful elect that is out there pushing and doing this truth with sincerity. And may the blessing of election fall upon your household. Until next time, shalom and a baba ball.